Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2025 Mitsubishi Triton GLX-R. So let's check it out. So before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Mitsubishi Motors Australia, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you do enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. Now at the front here, you've got the Mitsubishi diamond badge there. You've got Mitsubishi embossed on the grille, a big black grille. You've also got your front camera and your safety features there, along with your parking sensors at the front, and you've got your halogen daytime running lights, halogen headlights and fog lights there as well. So what are your thoughts on the GLX-R? Have you got one of these yet? Have you got one on order? And what are your thoughts on the red paintwork? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the GLX-R are 18s and they're piano black, and if you stand back I think they suit the Triton really nicely. It's a bit of suspension componentry there, a little bit of a gap there for nice clearance. Now you've got the indicator just there, you've got a camera on the side of the mirror, and if you notice you've got Mitsubishi embossed there and there's no side step or side skirts. Now these are an option, you can put them on if you wish, but if you have a look you do have plenty of clearance there as well. Up on top you've got the roof rails, and at the back here you've got the sports bar with Mitsubishi embossed in there, and you know what, I think it completes the rear end of the Triton. You do have this, the tonneau cover, and it's an optional extra. Around the back here you've got Mitsubishi badge, you've got the rear camera and a chrome handle, you've got Triton, you've got your parking sensors along with a nice big step there, you've got your wraparound halogen tail lights there, and the tow bar which can tow up to 3.5 tons. Alright, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the Triton, and first impression, very nice. I think they've sort of got a mixture of ruggedness and comfort, so it still can be an everyday workhorse as well as a weekend warrior as well. So the dash on the harder side there, and the door trims again on the harder side, but you do get that nice trim piece around the windows. So to the right of the steering wheel, you do have a few buttons there. You've got your auto start stop, you've got your dash illumination, you've got headlight height control, and your lane departure warning. And Mitsubishi have fitted a red arc brake controller there as well. And you still have the conventional key to start the car. You've got unlock and lock, it's got Mitsubishi on the back, and it's a flip key. Steering wheel, full leather, you got the perforated bits in there to make it nicer for driving. I really like this wheel, it's a real sporty looking wheel. It reminds me of the old Evos back in the day. On the left you do have some audio and dash controls there, and on the right you do have some phone and your cruise control settings as well. Behind the steering wheel you do have a driver monitor system. Now I'm not a big fan of Mitsubishi's driver monitor systems. They are very sensitive, too sensitive in fact. I've gone to look in the mirror to change lanes because I needed to, and it's told me to keep my eye on the road. So things like that, it just needs to be updated quite a bit because it is very sensitive. On the left stalk you do have your wipers with auto wipers, and on the right stalk you've got your indicator and headlight controls with auto headlights. So on the dash you do have analog speedo and tacho, and you've got a little screen in the middle, and it's good to see that you can now have digital speedo there, which is nice, a nice feature. I quite like that. You've got things like your odometer and distance still empty. You also have your trip computers there. You've got your tyre pressure monitors and your AWC, so if the car is in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. You've got your navigation there, you've got what you're listening to, and you've got some safety features as well as some settings there as well. And over to the media screen. Now I like these media screens. These were out of the Outlander and I think they do a good job in the Triton. Now we're just in the home screen there. So you do have, we'll go to the audio first. So you do have AM, FM and digital radio stations there. You've also got music via a Bluetooth audio or a USB. You do also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It does have its own mapping, so we'll just go into that now. And you know what? It's actually really, really smooth and looks quite up to date, which is good. Now you do have your settings as well. You get a whole heap of settings to customize the way you want it. And further down, there's a few shortcut buttons for the audio and a few other things. And we're just going to have a look at the camera system. So currently we're looking out the front. So we've got the 360 camera on the left and we're looking out the front. Push the camera button again and you get the left-hand side. So if you're coming up to a curb, it's really nice to know you can use that to park. Push the camera button again and you get a full screen frontways, which is really good. Further down, you got your air conditioning there, just single zone. You got the fan speed control and your temperature control, and then you got a few buttons there for demister and things like that. Further down, you do have two USBs, a rear diff lock, and a 12-volt plug. And then further below that, you do have a whole heap of storage that you can put like a phone or something or other there should you wish. Gear selector, PRND, and you move it over for the manual modes. Behind there, you do have drive mode button. Now, depending on whether you're in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, you get a whole heap of drive modes there. Further back, you do have some cup holders, and next to it, this thing here, this is a handbrake. Not many cars have a proper handbrake, or what they used to have. Now, the armrest, you know what, I'll be honest, it's a bit hard. And if we open that up, you get heaps and heaps of storage there as well. Now the seats, I love the design, the pattern on them. They're just cloth trim seats and they're very, very comfortable. They do have lumbar support on the driver and I have used that and it works really, really well. Now the glove box, you know what, big enough. You get your books in there plus a couple of iPads, and then above it you get a spot in there for some extra bits and pieces. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. So in the back of the Triton, and first impressions is, it's actually not too bad in here for me. Now, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters. I've got plenty of headroom. Knee room's not too bad. Leg room and foot room isn't too bad at all. And this seat is set up in my driving position. Now, I like it how they've continued the pattern design from the front to the back. You do have two ISOFIX spots there and two behind me. And the armrest, nice and soft. They should take a cue and move that softness to the front. And you do get two cup holders there as well. Now for the rear passengers, you get two USBs, you get a 12-volt plug, and you get map pockets as well as ventilation for the rear passengers in the roof. And there is a controller just here in the middle. All right, let's go and have a look in the tub. So in the tub of the Triton, now one thing the GLX-R gets is the struts in the tailgate. I'll just demonstrate that now. If I let this go, it goes down nice and smooth. So in the back, you get the tub liner or ute liner, whatever you want to call it. It's got Mitsubishi embossed up the front, that's pretty cool. You do get some tie down points on all four corners, and the dimensions are as follows. So you get 1555 millimeters long, you get 1545 millimeters wide, you get 1135 millimeters between the wheel arches, and you get a depth of 525 millimeters. And the payload is 1,080 kilos, which is really awesome. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the Triton, so here we have a 2.4 litre bi-turbo diesel 4-cylinder, and it produces 150 kilowatts of power and 470 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to a 6-speed automatic driving all four wheels. Now Mitsubishi claims the Triton, this one here, will use 7.6 litres per 100 kilometres, which I think is pretty good for a four-wheel drive. All right, let's go for a drive. So driving the Triton GLX-R. Vision at the front's really good, straight ahead and towards the passenger side. Rear vision looks not the greatest. You get a wide field of vision, but you pretty much can see down into the tray. But you do have your parking sensors and your 360 cameras to aid in that. Vision out the side's really good all the way to the back, and the mirrors are big and wide and have a good field of vision out of them as well. So we're just seeing how the Triton goes on a bumpier stretch of road. And you know what? I'm pleased to say it's soaking up the bumps really nicely. Obviously the real big ones you're going to feel, but most of the ones on the road, it's all good. Steering, yeah, nice and light, easy. And here comes another corner as well. Yeah, too easy, very nice. And road noise, it's actually not too bad. You more hear the diesel than the road. And obviously the more you hit the pedal, the more you hear that diesel engine. But if you turn the radio up, that'll sort of cancel that out. So what's the acceleration like from the Triton? Well, let's find out. Yeah, not bad, guys. It uses all that torque and power to get it up and going, and it does go quite nice. So it's very smooth as well. The 6-speed is very, very smooth. So I'm very impressed with how Mitsubishi have made a better Triton than the outgoing one. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, thanks, guys.